This is a short video about the mandatory kit required in the 2017 editions of the Transylvania 100, 50, 30 and 20 kilometre races. We start off with shoes. Shoes should be suitable for mountain running, off-road, in mud and on rock, with a suitable grip underneath that will give you traction in the snow and the mud. This is a good example of a type of shoe that will be suitable, and these shoes will be checked at the kit check at registration. Next up is a compass. You must carry a compass with you for navigation purposes. Even if you have a compass on your phone, you must still carry a manual compass during the race. A whistle. A whistle must be carried. Some of you will have a whistle built into the chest strap of your rucksack. If that's the case, then a separate whistle is not required. But if you don't have one on your rucksack, you must carry a whistle for raising the alarm in an emergency. Next up, and new for 2017, is a cup. To reduce the amount of waste along the course and to reduce the amount of plastic cups we use at each checkpoint, every runner must carry a cup with them for drinks at checkpoints. This can be one of two types. First of all, you may have seen the folding type, which you can use and then fold down so it fits in your rucksack. Or you can just use a normal plastic cup like this one. The size doesn't matter, but you must bring with you a cup for drinks at checkpoints. We will not be providing any cups at any of the checkpoints. Next up is a head torch. Do not skimp on the type of head torch or the brightness of the head torch you may need out on the course. There are a lot of sections where having a good torch to pick out the trail and also the markers and the tape along the trail will be invaluable. As well as bringing a head torch, you must also of course bring a set of spare batteries for that torch. Especially in the 100 kilometre race, you'll be finding yourself out for a whole night, and having a set of batteries in addition to the ones in your torch is part of the mandatory kit. A foil bag or blanket. There are two types of foil survival bag. The first one on the left is the type that you will have seen at road marathons, where they drape a foil blanket over the shoulders of the runner, and on the right you'll see the foil bag, and this is a bag that we recommend because you can get completely inside this and it's a lot more efficient at stopping you losing body heat than a blanket. We realise though that some people are unable to get foil blankets very easily, foil bags very easily, so a foil blanket will pass kit check and is of great use in an emergency. Next up, clothing. We specify that every runner on the course must carry a waterproof jacket with a hood. The waterproof element of the jacket must also include taped seams, and this is where there's a layer of tape across all the stitching areas of the jacket. That is one of the requirements, and we will be checking this at the kit check at registration. In addition, a pair of trousers. We would recommend are a pair of waterproof trousers, again with tape seams, but we realise that it's not always possible to get these easily, so the minimum we'll accept is a pair of windproof over trousers to use out on the course if the weather does deteriorate. After that, hat and gloves. A hat is fairly self-explanatory. Make sure that it is of a reasonable thickness and warmth, because any of you who have done the race before, or if you look at photos on our website or Facebook page, you'll see that we have had some extreme weather conditions, and being cold is definitely a possibility out on the course. Gloves as well fall into that category. We recommend a good warm pair of gloves, because temperatures at the top of the course at the high altitudes can very easily get to freezing point or below. So a pair of either mitten type gloves like these or a standard pair of gloves are part of the mandatory kit, and again will be checked at the kit check. A long sleeve top. We know that some of you will prefer to run in short sleeves, and of course we hope that the weather will be kind and allow us to run in shorts and t-shirts. However, you will be aware that the weather again can be a lot colder than just t-shirt weather, and so a shirt with long sleeves, a top with long sleeves, is part of the required kit to carry with you, even if you decide to wear a t-shirt for the majority of the race. You must carry one of these in your pack. Food. We require every runner to carry 250 grams in weight of food. So add up the package weight which is shown on the packets, and this must total 250 grams. The exception is in the 20-kilometer race, where we only require 100 grams, but all other competitors must carry and show us a minimum of 250 grams in weight. Race map. You will be given one of these race maps at registration. You will also be given a waterproof sealable bag which you can put this map in to keep it dry, but don't worry, you will be given this map at registration along with your number. First aid kit. This comprises of 4 items. The first being a wound bandage, which as the name suggests is used for treating a wound or for covering a wound. After that, a triangular bandage which can be used as a sling in case of arm or shoulder injury. 4 small adhesive plasters for scratches and minor cuts, and then 4 safety pins which can be used to attach the sling in case of injury. To put all of this equipment in, we require you to carry obviously a backpack. The backpack must be capable of carrying, in addition to the equipment, 1 litre of liquid. We don't mind if this is in a bottle or in a drinks bladder, but you must have a rucksack that is capable of carrying all of the equipment plus 1 litre of liquid along the course. And finally, to the technical equipment, we require all runners to carry a fully charged mobile phone, and be aware that if you're out for 8, 10, 12 hours, you may need some separate charger, a charging battery, to maintain the power to your phone. So consider that when you're thinking about batteries to bring and power packs and so on. For the 100-kilometer race, you must also carry a GPS with the GPX routes downloaded onto that device. This can be either a standard handheld GPS like the one on the right, or it can be a watch GPS like the Garmin on the left. We don't mind which type you bring, and we would also add that the GPX routes for all race distances will be available on our Facebook page, and by emailing us we will send you the attachment if you require the GPX route of the distance you are racing. So just to stress, the GPS is mandatory kit for the 100-kilometer race only, although we would strongly recommend that everybody carries a device with the route downloaded for extra safety reasons and to help out if the conditions are poor or if the visibility is bad. And finally, a piece of recommended kit, but this isn't at the moment a mandatory piece of kit. You will see from the photos of previous events that we've had snow and ice at the upper elevations, and you may want to consider some form of snow spikes to go over your running shoes to give you extra traction on the snow and ice. This is a type of snow spike called microspikes, but nowadays there are many different types available, and basically they just pull on over your shoes, and the metal spikes underneath will give you the extra traction for safety on the snow and ice sections. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions about the mandatory kit or about our recommendations for kit for the Transylvania races, then please send us an email. Our contact details are on the website and we'll do our best to help. Thanks very much.